It was another quiet evening at Poppy's Cafe, where Jada, a 28-year-old waitress, worked. The cafe was a small, cozy spot, tucked away in a peaceful corner of town. Most of the customers were familiar faces, retired locals who came in every day to sip coffee, chat, and reminisce about the good old days. For Jada, it was a soothing routine, with little to surprise her. But tonight, that all changed. Just before closing time, the familiar bell above the door chimed, signaling a new arrival. Jada froze as a man walked in, someone she never expected to see in a place like Poppy's. It was Elon Musk. Yes, the Elon Musk, one of the world's most talked about figures, casually walking into her little cafe. The room fell silent, every eye on him as he made his way to a booth by the window. Even the regulars glanced over, whispering among themselves. Jada's heart raced. She'd seen him countless times on TV, in interviews, and in the news. But here he was in front of her, looking tired but still exuding that unmistakable confidence. She took a deep breath, gathered her composure, and approached his table. "Hi there, what can I get for you tonight?" she asked, trying to sound casual. "Just a coffee, Black," he said, then added, "and a slice of whatever pie you have." "Coming right up," Jada replied, doing her best to stay professional. As she prepared his coffee and apple pie, Jada noticed the regulars whispering, some of them even looking irritated. She didn't understand why. He was just another customer, right? She brought his order to the table and he gave her a simple thank you, sipping his coffee and gazing out the window. He seemed lost in thought, perhaps reflecting on a meeting or the day's events. Jada felt a surge of sympathy for him. He was a big name, but at that moment he seemed like just another person needing a break. As Jada went back behind the counter, she stole a few glances at him, still curious and a little in awe. But it wasn't long before the mood shifted. Frank, one of the regulars, stood up and walked over to Elon's table. "Aren't you the guy who helped start OpenAI?" Frank asked, his voice gruff, but loud enough to catch everyone's attention. "And now you're making your own AI thing? Isn't that a little hypocritical?" Elon paused, then calmly responded, "Yes, I was involved in the early days of OpenAI." Frank crossed his arms, giving him a skeptical look. "So why are you doing this now? More power? More money?" Elon sighed, setting down his coffee. "It's not about that. I have concerns about the direction OpenAI is heading. I want AI to be aligned with truth, not biased by hidden agendas. That's why I started XAI, to make it transparent, focused on facts." Frank wasn't convinced. "Sure, you're just looking out for yourself." The tension in the cafe thickened as some of the regulars nodded in agreement. But Jada, watching quietly, felt a bit uneasy. She admired Elon, but the hostility in the air felt wrong. Finally, unable to hold back, Jada spoke up. "Look," she said, her voice steady but passionate. "Not everyone agrees with him, but you can't just dismiss him. He's not just about technology. He's got a foundation helping hospitals and sick kids." Her words caught Elon's attention. He looked up, a glimmer of appreciation in his eyes. "He's trying to make AI safer, more transparent," Jada continued, her confidence growing. "That's worth something, don't you think?" The room went silent. Some regulars exchanged surprised glances, others still skeptical. Jada had known these people for years, but tonight, it felt like she was on the outside. Just then, her boss, Mr. Smith, walked in, frowning when he saw the scene. "Jada, what's going on here?" he asked, his tone sharp. Jada hesitated. "I was just defending Mr. Musk," she said softly, but with a hint of defiance. Mr. Smith didn't seem impressed. "Our regulars are the backbone of this place. We can't have you arguing with them, celebrity or not." Jada's heart sank as he delivered the news. She was fired. It felt unfair, but as she stood there, trying to process it, she saw the amusement in some of the other customers' eyes. It stung. Elon, who had been quietly observing, stood up. "Thank you for standing up for me, Jada," he said kindly, though his voice carried a hint of regret. "I don't want to be the reason you lose your job." Jada blinked back tears, unsure of what to say. Elon nodded and left the cafe, the doorbell chiming behind him. The silence that followed was unbearable. The next day, Jada walked into Poppy's cafe with a heavy heart. She dreaded facing the regulars, knowing they'd still be talking about what happened. But then, to her shock, the doorbell chimed again. She barely looked up until she heard the whispers. And there he was again, Elon Musk, back at the same table. The room went quiet as he ordered coffee and pie again. But this time, something was different. Elon didn't just drink his coffee. He looked at Jada with a warm smile. "Jada," he said, his voice low, "thank you for standing up for me last night. I know it cost you. Not everyone would have done that." Jada was speechless. Then Elon leaned in, as if sharing something just for her. "I couldn't stop thinking about what you did. So I spoke with my team and we'd love to have someone like you with us. There's a spot on our foundation team. It's not glamorous, but it's steady work. And who knows? It could be the start of something bigger." Jada's heart raced. Was this real? Elon was offering her a job. Her voice trembled, but she found the words. "Yes, I'd love to." As Elon paid for his coffee, he gave her a final nod. "We'll be in touch, Jada." As he walked out, Jada stood there, feeling a rush of emotions. In standing up for someone she believed in, she hadn't just defended him. She had opened the door to a life-changing opportunity. What do you think made Jada stand up for Elon Musk? Was it just admiration, or did she believe in something more? Share your thoughts in the comments below.